Was the crash of Flight 103 a bombing, revenge for the shooting down by the USS Vincennes of 290 on board an Iran Air jetliner last summer? Well, a caller to news agencies in London today claimed that the tragedy was the work of the guardians of the Islamic Revolution. The crash, he said, was a heroic execution in revenge for the blowing up of the Iran airplane by America a few months ago, adding, quote, "We are very proud." NBC's Fred Francis in Washington tonight reports that once again, U.S. officials are trying to match up terrorist groups with terrorist tactics. Fred?
Tom, the suspects are a who's who list of the nation's enemies, from Gaddafi to the Ayatollah. But tonight, U.S. intelligence agencies have more hunches than hard leads on who had the means to destroy a plane full of Americans. That group, the Guardians of the Islamic Revolution, is a name used in the past as a front for Iran's Revolutionary Guards. Many defense officials believe they are the prime suspects. The officials point out that the Guards promised revenge for the U.S. Navy's accidental shooting down of an Iranian Airbus last July. That tragedy killed more than 200 Iranians just 4 days before an Islamic holy day, just as the Pan Am flight crashed 4 days before Christmas. The most frequently mentioned individual terrorist is Abu Nidal, the radical Palestinian who has even vowed to kill Yasser Arafat. In recent weeks, U.S. intelligence agents have received reports that Nidal planned a terrorist attack to embarrass mainstream Palestinians who voted on a moderate policy last month in Algiers. Experts pointed out that the anonymous caller to the Helsinki embassy earlier this month implicated Abu Nidal. But bombing a plane is not Nidal's trademark. He has ordered slaughters at airports and synagogues. He has not demonstrated the expertise to down an airliner yet. Islamic Jihad, a Lebanese Shiite gang, has also claimed responsibility for the 747's destruction. Islamic Jihad is one of the names used by those holding Americans hostage in Beirut. Lebanese Shiite terrorists have hijacked and destroyed planes. Tom, the list is much longer, but tonight, put simply, the U.S. government just doesn't know.
Fred Francis, what happens if they identify the group? What can the United States do in response?
Extraordinarily difficult, Tom. Earlier this year, Japanese terrorists bombed a USO club in Naples, Italy, on the anniversary of the U.S. raid against Tripoli. And though everybody in this government believed that Gaddafi was responsible, we couldn't prove it. Very difficult to get fingerprints from 31,000 feet.
Thank you very much, Fred Francis, at the Pentagon tonight.